Good morning. Good morning. OG Lee in the house once again. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. You know, today is Wednesday. We call it Hump Day, huh? But today we're going to talk about humping, given that it's Hump Day. But we're going to talk about one Jeff Epstein. What they're talking about now happened between 2002 and 2005. It doesn't exonerate him, but that just needs to be put out there because he's a criminal. He's already a felon because he was convicted back in 2008, I believe it was. And at that time, Alex ACOSTA, who is now the Secretary of Labor, he was the prosecutor. He, which is why this thing is coming out now, he met with Epstein in private, and they came up with a deal. And Epstein did 13 months. And so, what a privilege to come out of something where you were convicted, and you come out of it doing 13 months in jail. And for people who don't know, jail and prison are not the same, none whatsoever. They're leaning on him now from stuff that happened way back when. And I'm telling people that you got to give Trump credit for this, because Trump is in charge of the Justice Department, basically. His administration. The way I've seen politics in years is that if the president don't want something to happen, it won't happen. Not in his Justice Department. So the fact that all of this stuff is being done to Jeffrey while Trump is in office, given that this stuff happened years ago, says something to me about Trump. What it says to me about Trump is that Trump knows him. Trump used to hang out with him. And I'm not saying like his ace boon coon, but they used to hang every once in a while. And he found out about Jeff. Trump loves to grab pussies, like he said he did. And I don't doubt that he loves to. But I don't think Trump is into fucking kids. I really don't think that. I think that Trump loves women, but I think he draws the line when it comes to juveniles. And I think that he hates Jeff for that shit. And this is why he's letting this go on under his administration. Jeff Epstein is a billionaire Jew in America. If these people can go after him like that, believe me, somebody got a hard one for Jeff. I want to really give Donald Trump credit for that, because he is responsible. He's responsible for them leaning on Jeff like they're doing. Now, there's good journalism going on it with the girl from the Miami Herald. So she's, keeping it going and got it, got the fervor going. But just like they did in the past, they would find a way, if they even needed to, snuff her. If it meant that, if they didn't want it to happen. But there's something in somebody that Jeff pissed off, that they're allowing this stuff to go on. And I think that it's Donald Trump. I think that Donald Trump is the one who gave him the green light. Now, the guy, Alex ACOSTA, he's coming under fire because it's all coming out now, and he's trying to act like it's new evidence. Because he's trying to cover his ass now, because they're trying to figure out, why did the guy only do 13 months? Huh? What is this about, a non-prosecutorial agreement that you signed with a criminal? What? So things are starting to come out, and he's not going to last. He's not going to be the Secretary of Labor for too much longer, Alex ACOSTA. But it just makes me say, man, look at what these people do. And you see, when the truth comes to light, now Alex ACOSTA, he's got to try to explain his ass away. Epstein, he's a child molester, right? And so he likes underage girls. And in this society, in this point in history, you can't do that. So lock his ass up. Alex ACOSTA, not only did he do the deal with Epstein, but he did it without the knowledge of the victims. And that is an egregious misconduct. Somehow he's going to have to answer for that, because he went around the victims and made this deal with Jeff to just do the 13 months. This is going to be a rather interesting case. Rather interesting case. Rather interesting case. I just want to put this on the record. When you hear people say that Jews run America, this is one of the instances that they're talking about. Here's a billionaire Jewish guy, born and raised New York City, Brooklyn, my homeboy, out in Coney Island, fucking 14-year-olds. He gets caught, does 13 months in jail. It had something to do with the fact that he was Jewish. It had something to do with the fact that he was a billionaire. I guarantee you. That's why I'm saying now, the fact that those same two factors, being Jewish and being a gazillionaire, is not helping you is really, really strange to me. So somebody, like I said, really got it in for my boy Jeff. But it's good for you because you have been preying on 14-year-old girls. Now, let me say this. When I was 14 years old, and I grew up, as I said, in Brooklyn. So I think that I grew up probably a little faster than some other teenagers around the nation at that time. If you are 14-year-old, I don't give a damn if you grew up in rural America. You know what it is when somebody's trying to screw you. That's why a 14-year-old girl has sex. It feels good to her. She starts getting paid too. She comes back. I don't know if you call it Stockholm Syndrome. I don't know. I don't give a fuck what it is. If you keep coming back, that ain't no goddamn rape. And if you get paid for sex, that's not a rape. Whether or not he should have done that is another thing. But that's not a rape if you pay somebody and they give you some. That's not rape. I mean, give me a break. So here's some 14-year-olds. Hey, look, you want to make some extra money? Yeah, we go over to this guy Jeff's house. Yeah, we smoke a little bit, drink a little bit, watch him jack off or whatever, and they give you like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. Well, shit, I'll try it. If the 14-year-old parents don't know that they at Jeff's house when they are, then I'm sure that they probably been looking at porn. Probably their parents have no control. If Jeff has got your 14-year-old daughter, he probably got all these fetishes and shit. He said he had a massage room. I don't want too much massaging from them. They're no masseuses. You know what I'm saying? So they're not going to give me no hell of a massage, really, other than a special massage. They talked about masturbation. There's no reason for me to jerk myself off. He probably had these young girls jerk them off, do all kind of stupid shit, right? That they probably thought was halfway disgusting with this old man. But the bottom line was we got paid for it. I heard one girl say he forcibly raped her. I heard that this morning on the news. I heard her say after that he raped her from, and she gave a time period. And she alluded to her returning to his house. And I don't get that part. The same thing with the Bill Cosby victims. I don't get that part. I don't give a fuck what the psychologists say. If a man forcibly rapes you, I don't understand what would make you come back, except you liked it. Or you're getting some kind of benefit, as in the case of these girls, you're getting money. Because I'm not standing for no rapists. I'm not condoning rapists. I do not stand for any of that shit. But what I'm saying is, if you get raped and you go back, I don't know what the hell that is. That's not rape. Same thing as if you get paid. I don't care how much you got manipulated. Let's say that this little nigga over here, yeah, that's what I said, this little nigga over here, because that's what he is in the criminal justice system. Let's say he's 13 years old and he robs that white lady. That robbery goes awry and he ends up shooting and killing that white lady. Young man, 13 years old. You know what they gonna say? We gonna try that nigga as an adult. He knew what he was doing. We gonna try that little nigga as an adult. Am I right? So if you're gonna get tried as an adult because you know what you were doing in an instance where something went wrong, boom, you got trigger happy right quick, and the gun went off or something, and you killed somebody, right? They gonna put you in prison for the rest of your life at the age of 13 because they said you knew what you were doing. But something as simple as sex, when you got the opportunity to think about it, because I'm not talking about the guy who forcibly rapes you. I'm talking about the guy who under natural circumstances, talks you out of some ass. Either from his conversation or he gives you an enticement that's money. You got time to think about it. Time to think about it. If you make the decision to do it, you know what you're doing at 14. How in the hell are you going to know what you're doing when you kill somebody and you're 13, but at 14 you don't know what you're doing when you're giving up some ass? It doesn't make sense. I've been 14. At 16, most females, when I was coming up, that's the age that you were deflowered at, about 16 for sure, if it went that far. Some of them went a little bit beyond that, but I'm going to say in general, 16 was the age that they got that cherry popped, is what we used to call it. You know it because you see it in coming up. Time you 8, 9, 10, you see your sisters, older sisters, they be pregnant. You know what I'm talking about. So from the time you 8, 9, 10, you look it up, you seeing your older sisters, cousins, you seeing them pregnant. So you know what happens and what gets people pregnant. You know exactly. The girls don't know what they're doing. I'm just totally, no, the hell no. I'm not condoning any male's behavior who rapes, 14-year-olds, who even has sex with underage females. So don't get me wrong. I'm not condoning if it's not a rape, if it's not an actual forceful rape. I'm saying that the girl knows what she's doing when she's 14. So put Jeff away. He's got to go away. This time he's going to go away a lot longer. God forbid, but at the age he is, he may die in prison. But you give a dance, you got to pay the band. This is OG Lee. Have a happy hump day, and I'll see you again soon.